Next, right up to the counter here, please. Welcome to the Bureau of Predestiny. How can I direct you? You seem a little lost. Can you maybe tell me why you're here? So, you're the chosen one. No wonder you've been brought here. That won't be a problem at all. We have a new chosen one every Tuesday. I can get you all set up in no time at all. It used to be this whole process, but we've really streamlined it a lot recently. You'll be out of here in less than half an hour. Here, why don't you have a seat and make yourself comfortable, chosen one, and we'll have you off to face your exhilarating and possibly lethal destiny in no time at all. Yes. Well, I suggest you try not to think about the metaphysical implications of this place too much. It can be a bit to handle. So, first things first, we're going to start a file on you, take down some basic information, confirm a few vital details, nothing too complicated. So, let's begin. What is your name? Are there any prophecies surrounding your birth? These could have been made by local seers. They could pertain to a cultural or religious group you're part of or were raised near. Honestly, we could put any prophecies you've heard in your life before, even if they don't explicitly mention you by name or birth time. If you've heard the prophecy, it's probably going to become relevant at some point in the future. Sure. Great. Now, where are your parents? Are they dead? Missing, maybe? If not, we could always arrange that. I know that filial angst can be a powerful motivator out there in the world. No? Okay then, suit yourself. But speaking more broadly, are there any useful adults still surviving in your life? Teachers, mentors, father figures, that kind of stuff? Oh, not for any particular reason. It's just information for the file. Let's move on, shall we? So, this next section is about who you are as a person. So let's get you talking about yourself. How do you see yourself? I see. You're a little bit of an outsider, yeah? Oh, very unique. How do you feel about injustices in the world? Have you ever thought about leading a revolution? Well, I don't know why you wouldn't be qualified. I wouldn't worry about that. Say, do you think it would be easy to break down your personality, life experience, goals, and dreams into one defining trait or archetype? Right. I get that might be a little bit tough. We can do it as a multiple choice question if you like. Here, which of the following single word characteristics best sums up you as a person? Noble, smart, plain, or evil? I see. I don't know why we even offered evil as an option. But there you go. So, one last question. Do you have any distinctive scars or marks on your body? Are you interested in acquiring a new one? Well, we'll have to see how that works out. And that's the intake. See, it wasn't so bad. And now that we've got some basic details about who you are, you unique individual you, we'll be able to shift the fates to aid you on your journey. No need to thank me. These are all pretty stock standard. We're not exactly breaking the bank here. Nonetheless, here are a couple things you can expect coming your way. Before anything else, I wanted to offer an apology. We didn't realize this was possible, but we've recently used up all our romantic interests. I'll be honest, it came as a complete surprise, and we're having to wait a while to resupply. Yeah, as it turns out, love triangles take a lot of resources and maintenance. Who knew? So I'm afraid you're just going to have to find a subplot that doesn't rely on romance. Unless, of course, you're interested in a same-sex relationship. We haven't nearly overdone those as much. Huh. Well, there you go. Now, at this point, knowing you're about to come face to face with what destiny has in store for you, I know you might be envisioning a lot of lonely days and nights ahead of you, but don't you worry. We have you covered. Waiting in the wings, as we speak, we have for you a new best friend. Isn't that exciting? Yes, they'll be loyal and faithful and provide light to medium comic relief. But don't worry, they won't be nearly as smart or brave or really ultimately as useful as you are in most cases, barring maybe some one thing they're really exceptionally good at. Also, a neat feature, the inferiority complex comes at no cost at all, but it will only ever be minorly inconvenient. It's a good catalyst for character development. And what's more, this new best friend will be knowledgeable about all sorts of customs, conventions, and locations. So if you ever find yourself at a loss for vital information, they'll know just the thing to keep your story chugging along smoothly. But of course, that can't be all. Sure, your journey will be full of making friends and acquaintances, but relationships can have so much drama, and you're going to have so much on your plate already. I'm sure you'll want someone special to keep you company. Someone to call your own? Well, you're in luck. You will also have the chance to pick out your very own animal companion here at our menagerie. Loyal to a fault, and as intelligent as your circumstances demand, no chosen one would really be looked after without their furry, scaly, feathered, or otherwise companion. We have cats, dogs, horses, wolves, rodents of all sorts and some unusual sizes, a wide selection of birds, lizards, you name it. I hear someone once even requested a dolphin. Now, of course, this will depend on availability, but I'm sure we can find that special someone to suit you. After we're done with the intake here, you'll get taken down to the menagerie and someone will get you set up from there. Isn't that exciting? I hope this is feeling a little more comfortable, knowing now that you'll have help and companionship on your journey. We wouldn't want you to feel like you'd been cast off the deep end all on your lonesome. There's a lot in store for you, and we want to make sure that you're ready to deal with it all. And with that in mind, there are just a couple extra little goodies that I can throw at you that you might just find indispensable as you set out to meet your grand destiny. Now, any society in need of a chosen one is probably already one that's being policed, and likely very poorly for that matter. Authorities are often nosy, and getting caught breaking rules or laws and suffering the consequences would be a real drag on any momentum your quest has. Bosses, teachers, law enforcement, who needs them? They're tedious. So what I have for you here is a get out of trouble pass. It does exactly what it says, guaranteeing you'll get away with the minimum punishment possible. It unfortunately doesn't have any effect on someone who has it out for you personally, but it's really handy for most day-to-day delinquency. It's got some impressive titles, a few scribbled signatures, and not just one but two ornate seals embossed on it, all topped off with an air of authority. I know, it's so fancy. Guaranteed to impress. And there's one last thing you might just find handy. So, not to cause you any alarm, but there does seem to be a small correlation between duties as the chosen one and, what we in the industry call major cranial trauma. Right, I know that might sound a little frightening, but fear not, we have you covered. We actually have a specialized scalp massage treatment that we do here in-house. And what we do is we infuse a specially prepared magic oil into your scalp. And what it does is it provides a layer of protection around your head that softens the impact of anything like a fall or maybe a blunt object hitting your head. No, it will probably still hurt, but what it will do is limit the damage to just knocking you out. You'll wake up after some amount of time, maybe with a headache or a bruise at the most, but no long-lasting damage. Trust me, it will definitely come in handy. Oh no, the treatment isn't something to worry about. The oil is really nice and tingly. It actually smells like peppermint. It's quite invigorating. And the treatment all told only takes about 10 minutes. And there you have it. Everything you need to know. See, I told you it would be pretty painless. Your next stop is the menagerie, so you'll just head straight down that hall, and then it's the door at the very end of the hall. And that'll take you to another intake kiosk. Quote them your file number here. They'll tell you where to go once they're through with the matching process. Oh, I'm so excited for you. It's always nice to see the innocent glow of a new chosen one, setting off for what I'm sure will be a meaningful and important destiny. Try not to die, sweetie.